Hi there everyone, welcome to my Friday blog post. It's been about 2 weeks since my last post. That's because it's been quite a flurry of activity around here at the moment. I received some very exciting news on Thursday last week that as many of you already know, I have been selected to appear down at the Byron Writers Festival in Byron Bay in New South Wales here in Australia, which is incredibly exciting. It's going to be my first appearance at a writers' festival ever. And the Byron Writers Festival is an internationally renowned festival, so I'm incredibly excited to be a part of that. I'm going to be there on the morning of Sunday the 7th of August at the Self-Published Marquee, which is a marquee where other independent authors have an opportunity to promote and sell their books and talk to the readers and talk to other authors and just get a little bit of exposure, a lot of exposure, which is it's just incredibly exciting. So it's been quite a whirlwind of activity in the past 7 days. I've had to hit the ground running. I've had to bring the publishing of Paid to Dance forward quite significantly. It was 99% ready to go. I've just had to go ahead and finalise all of my documents on Amazon, and I'm currently waiting on both the proof and my copies of my book that are going to be sold at the festival. I'm currently waiting on them to be delivered to my house, and then it's going to be a race against the clock to get them down to the Byron Writers Festival organisation down there in time to have them stocked in the festival bookshops. So it's been quite nerve-wracking the past 7 days for sure, getting the book all finalised and on its way. I'm still waiting. There's still plenty of time, but I'm a very impatient person at the best of times. So I really just want the books to get here so I can get them down there safely and with plenty of time. So yes, it's been incredibly busy time. I'm now that all those books are ordered and everything, I'm trying to distract myself from the waiting game by starting to organise what I'll be doing down there. I'm going to set up a nice little exhibition table where I'll have all my books set out. It's going to be prominently themed towards my new release book, Paid to Dance, but as I said before, I'm also going to have the Wilted Rose there and the New Neighbours also for sale, so people can buy them from me directly in the Self-Published Marquee. So very, very busy times, but I am going to take off where I left off last week. I'm going to read to you from Paid to Dance again. This is going to be my final reading from the book. I'm going to post up a few of the girls' stories, a few of the women's stories, the dancers that I write about that share their stories in the book. But I've decided not to read them out loud because I feel like they're better to be read from my blog. So I'll just be posting them straight text to my blog. But I'm going to kick on. This is reading from part 1 of Paid to Dance, which is the history of exotic dance. So last week I read to you from the introduction. This week I'm reading to you from part 1, an exotic history, which is a history of exotic dance around the world. So the earliest evidence of exotic dance can be traced back 20,000 years to Paleolithic cave paintings in the south of France, and proof has also been found by archaeologists near the Black Sea regions of Bulgaria and Romania. Could you imagine? It is thought to hold its origins in ancient rituals associated with fertility, not only for motherhood but also agriculture and farming. During the height of the Roman Empire and ancient Greece, priestesses performed in sacred temples, and this practice was also commonplace in India. Exotic dance even makes an appearance in the Bible, where Salome, I hope I've got that pronunciation right, seductively performs the dance of the 7 veils for the guests of King Herod's birthday celebrations. During the 12th century, belly dancing captivated voyeurs throughout the Middle East. While the performers did not did not remove their garments. Vigorous movements of the hips and pelvis entranced the audience, who in turn tossed coins to the dancers as a gesture of their admiration. In the Victorian age, although separated by wealth and privilege, both society's elite and working class indulged in exotic entertainment. Women went to great lengths to hide their physical forms beneath bustles, hoops, and frills, and so the idea of young ladies appearing on stage in their silk stockings and bustiers was a controversial temptation. 18th century ladies of the court danced at banquets, using beautiful fans to accentuate their suggestive movements. That concludes my reading for today from the part 1 of Paid to Dance. I hope that you have enjoyed these readings that I've been doing from the book, and I hope that you do enjoy the few stories that I am going to post up in the coming weeks as well. I do want to get back into, I'm going to do a few more posts of just general writing tips. I've just wanted to really share this up and coming title release with you, especially now with the exciting announcement that I will be sharing it down at the Byron Writers Festival. So join me next week. I am going to be sharing another story from Paid to Dance, and at some stage as well I am going to be sharing some more writers' tips. It's just been an absolutely crazy week. I'm hoping that I'm on top of it all now with the ordering of the books, so I can get back into a normal blogging routine. But thanks for joining me again. I hope that you've enjoyed this post, and I will see you next week on Friday.